All right, so today let's talk about Aristotle's rhetorical triangle. You are probably familiar with these three terms that you see: ethos, logos, and pathos. Speech class, probably? Yes? Okay, so how does that relate to advertising? Now, the persuasive strategies that we want to use as advertisers to get consumers to consider our product can be divided into these three things: ethos, logos, and pathos. What are these three things? Logos is an appeal to logic or reason. So, an ad that would provide, let's say, some statistics, some evidence to help us fully understand what the product does is what we call logos, right? So they're kind of like straight facts. Florida orange juice contains 75% of your vitamin C, for example. Straight facts, right? That is what we call logos. Now, can you think of examples like that are specific to logos in advertising? I'll give you another one. 1 hour of play a day will prevent um, childhood obesity, for example, or OxyClean. You know, we see a lot of those logical ads for OxyClean, right? So those, you give them cold hard facts. That is clearly appeal to logos. Let's talk about pathos. Now, pathos is an appeal to emotion. We're going to dedicate a whole class on emotional advertising. It is extremely important to learn to master that. Um, what exactly does pathos do for an ad? Well, it tries to evoke some kind of emotion from the consumers, right? Sometimes that emotion is positive, sometimes that emotion is negative, right? When people are enjoying themselves, laughing, and have a bottle of Pepsi in their hand, I mean, clearly Pepsi is all about happiness. Or oh, my back is hurting, and I'm not sleeping well because I have a terrible mattress. Um, Again, it's evoking an emotion, right? And so we're talking about pathos, positive or negative emotion. Now, you may have seen some ads where you're seeing, you know, little kids starving, or little puppies, who need to be fostered. Those are, again, emotions that the ads are showcasing, right? And so that's what we are talking about with pathos. Um, if you've seen the Budweiser ad, definitely pulls at your heartstrings, right? Um, Clearly, those ads are all evoking pathos. So think about pathos in advertising. You want to gather those emotional responses, and come up with ideas that sort of pop. Okay. The last one in this triangle is ethos. Now, ethos is something you've definitely heard in speech class, right? It is your own credibility. So, what we're trying to do here is to tell consumers how amazing our brand is. Okay, it's honest, it's reliable, it's credible. You should trust it, right? You should buy our product because you trust it. You would see a little bit of statistics that come into play when you're talking about ethos. Um, A is better than B. 9 out of 10 people think that this is the best shoe out there. Um, you know, all of those testimonial stuff, right? Celebrities. Michael Jordan's amazing. Serena, Williams is amazing. She wears this shoe. You should wear this shoe. Um, that celebrity endorsement definitely adds credibility as well. So that is how you could use that as part of ethos. Um, Now, something that you want to remember is, just don't stick to one thing. You need all three in your ads, really. In one of our classes, we talked about how we appeal to the logical side of a consumer's brain. We also appeal to the emotional side of the consumer's brain, right? So think about how these three factors can come together in an ad that you're trying to create or you're analyzing. Okay. um, so that's that. I wanted to just briefly talk about these three things as you're working on your individual assignment. I think you might find that useful. Okay.